Hello, folks. It is a Tuesday now, and I've got a little weather information for you. So let's get started with the Rapides Hospital, the tower cam. We're looking up toward the Curtis Coleman Bridge. That's kind of to the northeast there in that view, looking across the river as well. A nice scenic view there. We're mostly fair skies, some high clouds, a little bit of high mid-level clouds left over. Let's take you up to Toledo Bend pretty quickly, where we're 92 degrees there as we look across that popular beautiful reservoir that is famous nationwide. We've got a few clouds looking to the west, and we're seeing those clouds in that direction. Well, that's where the humidity is. In fact, we've got a little boundary which is across the area. Let me see if I can draw this little boundary for you. I'm going to draw it as kind of a stationary front there. So right in here is part of that. And then we'll go to this. Let's see, you got all right. So something like that, I think, is where that boundary is. And basically, on the east side of that, where most of central Louisiana is, this is just kind of right bisecting Beauregard Parish. The air's drier. On the other side, the mugginess remains and the heat remains. Yeah, we hit the 90s today across much of central Louisiana, but these folks have scorching temperatures above 105 in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, just to the west, the south of there. So they got the heat going on over in that direction. But for us, we're doing pretty well. We're on that dry side of the boundary, and that is going to give us some nice warnings to look forward to. This position in the front that they've got this marked in is a little bit farther out than what I have. I'm generally marking it, again, right in here, associated with the boundary where the moisture is. They may be doing it with the wind direction or something like that. But also notice that part of this front, if I were to extend that out when I drew it, would extend into the northern coastal waters here. So yeah, it's August, and we kind of worry about fronts when they get into the Gulf of Mexico this time of year. So Nick and I will continue to watch that. But right now, the upper level pattern that I was telling you that might evolve and present a little something to look for in the Gulf of Mexico. Looks like that's going to take shape a little bit further north, more in toward the continent, maybe straddling the continent and the northern Gulf or something like that. So I don't think that's as favorable a pattern for anything tropical to develop. But again, it is August, and we'll watch everything that presents itself. Futurecast for tomorrow morning, it's back to school and work, and we've got a great forecast there for you. It will feel a little bit better all across central Louisiana during that morning. By 5 o'clock, no issues of sunny sky there. And looking at the Thursday forecast, looking that far ahead with this model, I think it's correct, as we see the Thursday morning commute back to work and school looking good, and looking good still as we head into Thursday evening for the PM commute, or maybe you've got some PM errands or entertainment scheduled there. Well, the weather will cooperate with all of that. Low temperatures tonight. I usually do these when we have some differences across the area. First of all, 68 is my average low that I'm forecasting in CenLi. Typically, we see 72. So tomorrow morning, we'll average a fair amount below what we typically see for this time of year, and certainly not that record 57. That would even be better. But I do have some mid-60s over there toward, looks like Jonesville and into the Vidalia area. Oh, look at that. I forgot to change this. Anyway, I think the lowest temperatures will be about 64, 65, and then the highest temperatures will hold probably about 71, 72. I do have a 71 in DeRidder. Bunch of Rapides, I think, will average about 68. Could be a little lower out toward Esther Airport and DeVille. Wouldn't be surprised to see 67 or something, maybe even a 66 in that direction. On the other side of I-49, out toward maybe Glenmora, wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a 69 or 70. So you kind of get the story there. With the high temperatures for the day, 94 is my average forecasting. That's right on target for what we typically see. So I'm going to call it a seasonally hot August afternoon. Nowhere near that record. But we'll see the lowest temperatures where we get the coolest start. Lower 90s will take us from Trout, Gina, Good Pine, over toward Jonesville, and Vidalia, about 91, 92. There'll be some middle 90s that will be fairly common, and maybe a 96, maybe a 97 somewhere. I do have a 96 scheduled there for Oakdale and Allen Parish. Looking at the satellite imagery in the tropics, we don't see much happening there. Nothing's expected to develop. We do see some activity there across the Western Africa. We'll be moving off the coast pretty soon. And so we're going to be watching Africa. I have seen some evidence that some of the models are predicting that we may have a very active African wave cycle, which would generate disturbances moving off the African continent into the Atlantic Ocean and encountering certainly warm water, maybe low shear environments when they do. That promotes tropical development. So some models are indicating September and October may be active in that respect. But for now, we're okay, and let's enjoy it. All right, 7 o'clock, 7-day forecast. Speaking of things to enjoy, next 3 mornings with an average of 68 for Wednesday morning, 66 Thursday, and 67 Friday. As you know, some folks will be higher than that, others will be lower. But I think all compared to what we typically see in August, it'll be pretty good. Afternoons are going to be seasonally hot, not the searing heat that we had. And with humidity levels lower, we'll take the heat advisories out of the forecast that we had last week. Looking at to the weekend, only a 10% chance of rain coming into the forecast in the Saturday, Sunday time frame. They're not really anticipating anything as far as rain chances there. Monday and Tuesday, rain chances begin to increase as that feature that I've been talking about, upper level disturbance developing, will kind of move east to west across the northern Gulf and the southern United States, and should bring a little moisture and should bring in some lower end, or at least some hit and miss showers and maybe a few thunderstorms there. Hopefully we'll get it, because certainly a lot of folks, even after yesterday, still need some rain, especially if you're one who did not get the good totals. You're definitely going to need it, and by Monday and Tuesday, we'll see what we can do for you. Nick Nicholas is up for you in the morning, and I'll be with you sometime during the PM tomorrow. Take care and have a wonderful Wednesday.